You need to shut the fuck up.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Happy Friday, December 1st, 2017. Holy shitballs. If you have not gotten your life together and you thought that 2017 was going to be the year to do it, you better hurry the fuck up. You got 30 days. 30 days to get your shit together. This is why I never make like New Year's resolutions, because I procrastinate like a motherfucker. Hello, Pookie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
Ooh. Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's almost 2018. So seriously, if you haven't gotten your life together and you thought that this was gonna be your year, I hate to break it to you, but it was not your year.
So motivational.
I know, right? As fuck. Oh my goodness.
This year went so damn quick.
I know, right? Like it literally seems like it was just, I don't know, March. And I was like, oh my God, I'm 31. And then now I'm almost 32.
Yeah, sucks.
It's weird. It really did. It went by so fast this year. Oh, goodness. So how have you been? I know, like, you and I were just with each other, I don't know, yesterday.
Yeah, I just, went to Walmart and prevented myself from spending a ridiculously amount of money. I mean, that's about it.
Oh, yeah?
I was about to buy that PlayStation VR headset that I've been talking about, and I stopped myself from doing it.
Why didn't you do it?
Because $500 is a lot of money.
Oh. $500 for a fucking headset, like dorky goggles for $500.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I was like, I'll just wait, because I was hitting antique shops up today too, because I've been looking for like a blacksmithing anvil for like ever and a day, and I finally found a few for sale, so I might get that instead of the VR headset.
Why? No, like not why are you gonna get it over the VR headset? Why have you been looking for a blacksmith anvil?
Because I've been trying to get into blacksmithing for like a year or so now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is like one of my like things.
Interesting. Oh, that's so exciting. Can you make me a knife?
Once I get the equipment, yeah.
I'll love you forever.
Yep.
Right. Well, oh my God. Okay, so just to let everyone know, I am in a dress right now. I took a bath after work, and I was like, I don't feel like wearing pants. So I compromised and threw a dress on, because now I'm not in pants. So
no pants.
Right? Hashtag no pants.
That works. I wish I had an option to just put a dress on like
that. I mean, you do. Just put on a kilt.
Oh, I do have one of those.
Ooh. Right? And then you can join the no pants club.
It's a little too cool to be doing that right now.
Oh. That's right. Oh, and you're outside too. That sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Right, exactly, Brinko. Hashtag no pants. But it doesn't like rhyme with anything like, like how most of these basic bitches are out here going like long hair, don't care. There's nothing that rhymes with no pants except maybe like dance. So you're like hashtag no pants dance because that's what all the kids are doing these days is hashtagging.
I don't understand it.
I don't either. I mean, that's a tic-tac-toe symbol, also known as a pound sign. It's a great way to call people back in the early 90s.
In computer programming, they use it as a comment in the programming, and it just like shuts the program down so you could read what it's doing, like pretty much what the next line of programming is.
Like, hey, missed call, star 69. Hell yeah.
Star 69.
Right. Oh, thanks, Doc. I know. I was like, I'm fucking wearing a dress. I might as well look like a fucking girl. Except when it comes to my hair. Because what did I do to it? I added water to it. And this is it. This is as far as it goes.
Oh, you need to get that deep penetrating, argan oil for your hair then.
Oh, I have that.
I use it for my beard.
You fucking would. Oh my God. Hello, Jason. She's the top. What the Shut up, Branko. Oh my God. Anyways, so fucking California is on my shit list tonight.
I think it's on like half of America's shit list right now.
I think it's on the majority of America's shit list tonight. For those of you who are unaware or don't remember, back in 2015, an American citizen known as Kate Stile was killed in San Francisco on, what was it, Pier 14, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Steinle, there we go, sorry. And she was killed by an illegal immigrant. Exactly. Sorry. Thank you, Doc. I got it. She was killed by an illegal immigrant who had been deported previously, like not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 5 times. This guy had been deported and had decided to come back. Fucking illegally. But San Francisco and the majority of California's big cities are considered sanctuary cities. So even though he'd been arrested and like ICE was tracking him, and like not our ICE, but like ICE, they couldn't really do anything, right? Because San Francisco and super liberal and sanctuary city and fucking tree huggers. So the story goes is he picked up some sort of discarded firearm and allegedly was playing around with it. Didn't realize it had a round in the chamber. It went off, ricocheted off the ground, hit Kate in the stomach, and she pretty much died instantly, right? Like she fell into her dad's arms and she was just like, help. And then she died, which, let's be honest, that's really like the worst case scenario for a father to his daughter, right? Is when she's calling out for help and he can't help her. He was found yesterday not guilty of murder. He was acquitted of first and second degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. He was also found not guilty of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. He was, however, found guilty of possessing a firearm by a felon because, again, he is a 5-time deported illegal immigrant. Apparently, the jury had deliberated for 6 days and yet had come up with a not guilty of at least involuntary manslaughter. Did he mean to kill her? Probably not. I don't think he meant to fucking shoot anyone. I don't think he meant to kill her. Ergo, involuntary. So how they came to the not guilty conviction for involuntary manslaughter, I have no idea, because she's no longer here. Like, he killed her. His actions, no matter how roundabout of a way they were, his actions led to her death. Ergo, involuntary manslaughter. So I don't know how they fucking... But exactly, Jason, exactly. So, you know, there's been a lot of updates on this story from, like, the Department of Justice weighing federal charges after this not guilty verdict, to now the Department of Justice recently has put out that they have filed a warrant for Jose Inez Garcia Zaratz. I've probably fucked that up. I need someone who speaks Spanish to say that last name. Anyways, they filed a warrant for this illegal immigrant's name, this illegal immigrant, there we go, who was acquitted yesterday. And so, again, you know, he's found not guilty. So this Jose kid had been released from a San Francisco jail about 3 months before the shooting, despite requests by federal immigration authorities to detain him for deportation for a sixth time. The case sparked a widespread national debate over illegal immigration in sanctuary cities. He was acquitted of first and second degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, and found not guilty of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. So the arrest warrant was originally drafted in 2015 and amended this week to include violations related to the charges of a felon in possession of a firearm, involuntary manslaughter, and assault with a deadly weapon, all of which were filed after the defendant's initial arrest. So officials at the Department of Justice told Fox News that there is an existing federal detainer that requires Jose to be remanded into the custody of the U.S. Marshals to be transported to the Western District of Texas pursuant of the arrest warrant. After the verdict, U.S. immigration officials announced late Thursday that Jose would be deported. Quote, following the conclusion of this case, ICE will work to take custody of Mr. Garcia and ultimately remove him from the country, said U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Now, again, he has already been deported 5 times. What makes anybody think this most recent one is going to do anything? Like, he's still going to be able to find his way back. Hashtag build that wall.
Hashtagging.
Right. Damn it. David said they cannot charge him twice on the same charge, federal and state. David, they've changed the charges. They've added stuff to it to make it a new thing. So that way it's not double jeopardy. So
my question is why, like, okay, I know in like some states, if you help someone murder someone, you go to jail for it.
Yeah.
So can't the DOJ just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to snatch up the sheriff that released this guy after we told you to detain him, so for deportation? Couldn't they do that?
I'm not sure.
Because that's like, you know, like that would send a big message to these sanctuary cities. Like, yeah, you go ahead and release these people, but if they do crimes because you release them after we told you to detain them, you're going to be held accountable for it.
I mean, that would make sense, right? Because, again, you know, like, and I understand that not all illegal immigrants are criminals. I understand that, just like I know not everyone in general is a criminal or is going out of their way to break the law, right? I understand that concept. But you can't deny that there are some that do. Case in point, this guy. And a lot of others who have been arrested, but have always been found to be inside these sanctuary cities. And therefore, they, for whatever fucking reason, they're unable to be fucking deported because they're in these fucking cities. And that's the part I don't agree with. I don't think that people should be rewarded for breaking the law. Like, you know, that it's like, I can't think of it. Right? Exactly. It's illegal. It's illegal immigration. Like, we've got a system in place. Does it take a long fucking time? Yeah, it does. Could immigration be streamlined in some sort of way? Yeah, it definitely could. But I have no sympathy for anyone who comes here illegally, because right off the bat, you've already broken the law, which means you show no sort of respect for any sort of law. So why should we keep you in our country? I don't know. I feel like I'm just ranting and rambling and
No. I agree with you on this. Because just recently, I think in New York, a guy shot a woman by accident hunting, thinking she was a deer. I don't know why, but they put him up on manslaughter charges. I almost guarantee you he's going to get the manslaughter charge.
I mean, you know, women and does, we do look a lot alike. Somehow. I mean, like, was she crawling around on all fours? Now I have questions. Did she was she wearing antlers and like a plug in her butt for a tail?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really, really, really hard to mistake a person for a deer. It really is.
Right? It's a completely different silhouette and like walking style and, I don't know, gait. But, you know, whatever.
But yeah, I know that guy's going to get charged with manslaughter, and this guy, you know, accidentally shoots a woman walking on a pier, you know, okay.
Right, exactly. For him to be cleared of just about all charges is ridiculous. And which is why I'm really glad that federal courts have taken this up and been like, no, this isn't right. California, you done fucked up. More specifically, San Francisco, you done fucked up. Because, like, let's face it, fucking, they're laughing at us right now in our fucking justice system. When an illegal immigrant can literally get away with murder. Maybe not even murder, but even just involuntary manslaughter. They're fucking laughing at us. And they're like, oh, so that's the fucking climate it is in fucking California and fucking San Francisco. I can literally go shoot somebody, but because I'm an illegal immigrant, they're not going to even fucking convict me because it might make them look bad. So, ergo, I can fucking get away with murder.
Yep. You know how you were talking about hashtags earlier? There's a hashtag floating around on Twitter right now that says boycott San Francisco. But I bet crime is going to increase in San Francisco because of this shit.
Dude, crime in California is going up. It's ridiculous. The cops have no power because everybody's got their fucking phones out. Everybody, like all the big cities in California are sanctuary cities. Oh yeah, and like side note, if you guys see all the war paint on my fingers, it's from me trying to look like a chick. So sorry. That's why they're all fucking colors and shit. Anyways, back to the point at hand. Like, crime in the big cities in California is spreading into the suburban areas and into the country of California, which if you go out into the actual country of California, it's not a blue state at all. The fucking everywhere outside of the big cities is red. If you look on it on a fucking map, only the big cities are blue. Everywhere else is fucking red. So there are conservatives out there. I know for a fact because I still have family that lives out there. And some of them are like super like right wing where I'm like, tone it down a bit. You're giving us a bad name. But I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Oh no. Well, no. I saw a map the other day that showed the Los Angeles area, and there's like the population compared to the rest of the United States. It's like this is why we have an electoral college.
Exactly, because it's only the big
30
cities.
some states.
You know, perfect example, Illinois. The only county in Illinois that was blue, if you look at it on a map, was Chicago. The rest of the state was red. But because Chicago has such a large population, that turned the entire state blue. Again, this is why we have an electoral college. Right? Where the fuck are the college kids who don't know this shit? Like, get them on here. Like, let's fucking break this shit down Barney style for them. And, like, get out some crayons and shit, which I've got in my other room. Like, I've got a pack of, like, 120 colors. And they're
you got
amazing.
the big boy pack.
Oh, I did. And it's got the built-in sharpener on the back. I'm so excited.
Damn, they still make those things?
Yes. Anyways, I digressed. No, you know, like, and it's happening down here in Texas, where Austin, everyone in California has realized that state income tax is fucking robbing them blind, right? And just taxes in general in California and property taxes out there. There's just, you can't fucking live out there, you know? For the majority of us who are, you know, middle, middle class, right?
Middle class, I guess.
Right? Yeah. Middle income, whatever. We can't fucking survive out there, right? So everyone has realized, like, Texas, it's cheap to live in, which it is. That's why I'm still here. And so all these people from California are moving to Austin. And so they've turned Austin blue.
Yeah, well, they brought their ideals with them, and it's ruining Texas.
They did. And it's just Austin, though. It hasn't become a festering boil of infection to where it started to infect the outlying counties just yet. Because again, Texas, and most people are like, y'all are fucking stupid, and realize like, no, this isn't good. So it hasn't spread just yet. So,
well, I know Houston's always been blue. It's always been very liberal leaning. So I mean, there's only a blue spot forever in a day on the Texas map. And
then Austin turned
now
blue.
I've noticed Austin.
Yeah, Houston and Austin have been
Dallas
blue.
is turning to you slowly.
Right. It's always the big cities, though, which is crazy because you would think that they would realize that big government doesn't help them, you know?
Well, I mean, I love to say this, but it's low information voters voting for things that they think they can get from the government, but it doesn't really help anyone else out. Yeah. It's always been like that.
Yeah. Fucking. Blair says Austin was always pretty blue. You can't blame California transplants. I mean, I can though. Like, California transplants have only made it worse. Like, all right, I'll secede to you, Blair, and you know, I understand most big cities are, in general, have always been blue. California transplants, however, have only made it worse. You are missing quality content here. In the chat room or in the chat? Sorry, I've been focusing on like keeping eye contact with everybody and not looking away. I was told I don't make enough eye contact, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know.
So are you like staring into the souls of the audience right now?
I don't know if I would call it that. I think I would call it more like I need to look at them and like acknowledge that there's people out there who I can't see, but I'm supposed to act as though I'm having a like one-on-one conversation with them.
You guys can't see me, so I don't have to look at y'all.
I know, you're so lucky. You don't have to put eye contact out there and be like, I'm looking at you. Oh, my eyes are super irritated right now. Oh, speaking of, right, yeah. I swear I have not been doing any sort of drugs. Allison, we don't need to see eyes. Oh, all right, that's good.
I think she was going somewhere else with that, but all right.
Anyways, so speaking of liberals, the FBI has been probing Antifa ideology, and so the FBI is investigating people inspired by quote kind of an Antifa ideology. Bureau Director Christopher Wray said Thursday. Wray told members of the House Homeland Security Committee that people associated with the so-called anti-fascist or Antifa movement were subject to the FBI probe amid possible violent criminal activity. Quote, while we're not investing Antifa as Antifa, that's an ideology and we don't investigate ideologies. We are investigating a number of what we would call anarchist extremist investigations where we have properly predicted subjects of people who are motivated to commit violent criminal activity on kind of an Antifa ideology, he told the House panel. Wray said the FBI was investigating about 1,000 domestic terror cases, and all were based on threats rather than ideology, opinion, or rhetoric. He added that out of about 1,000 open domestic terror investigations, all of them are focused on actual physical threats. Antifa has gained prominence since last year following the violent clashes across the U.S. on university campuses and other gatherings. The loosely connected left-wing group of Antifa supporters have been criticized for using coordinated violence against people they deem to be espousing far-right ideology. Aw, Robert thinks I'm a guy. I mean, if you think a guy has titties and a vag that bleeds every month, then sure, yeah, no, I'm a guy.
Oh God, we're going back to this again.
Right? Exactly, Eric.
They want to slam on the brakes here.
They want to fight fascism with communism, but what is but they use fascist techniques in order to impose communism, or in their eyes, technically, it's socialism, which what is the end goal of socialism but communism? So, what in theory, or not even in theory, in actuality, communists and fascists hate each other. So I don't know why a group of socialist communists are using fascist techniques to take out constitutionalists, but whatever. Fucking millennials, am I right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Stop looking like the Joker. All right. I mean, I'll try. Last time I checked, I don't have green hair, but I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I should, right? Thanks for the idea, dude. Bladen? What kind of name is Bladen?
It's like Blade from Wesley Snipes' Blade. like Bladen.
Get a better name. Fucking idiot. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who's like, the fuck kind of name is Bladen? What an idiot. God, your parents must hate you. Like, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
not like that guy in the UK that sued his family for naming him Gaylord.
Right? Bladen, I'm pretty sure you're the product of anal seepage. Ergo, they gave you the name Bladen.
Anal seepage.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Anal seepage, baby. It's fine. Like, you know. Look at her fat arms. We can see it. You can see what, though? I'm so confused. Cole, what exactly are you talking about? Oh, well. Anyways.
This is getting weird already.
Right? The fuck?
We're not even 30 minutes in. Leave it alone. We got 2 more hours left.
I have an underbite now? This is so weird.
Oh, God. I'm kind of glad they can't see me because they'd be probably roasting me. Or they might be a little scared to do it.
Right? This is amazing. Oh goodness. Kevin, we were just talking about Antifa and how they use fascist techniques to take out the supposed fascists, which is anyone who disagrees with them politically. Oh my goodness.
I'm offering free helicopter rides today.
Right? Yeah. Wait, who is this Eric person? Has he been nice to me? Yeah, Eric, you can totally call in.
We're going to have another auction go on already.
Right? This is amazing. Oh, I like my headphones. You leave them alone, fucker. God, nobody can be as cool as you. God damn.
Wish my parents bought me everything.
Right? I'm poor, okay? I've got to budget shit. I'm sorry I can't afford like the sweet little wireless headphones because, you know, that's fucking practical. If you lose them, then you're just fucking shit out of luck. Like, where the fuck did my headphones go? We don't know. They're probably up your ass though, dude. Let's see. The number is 415-889-8367. Right? Yeah, I think that's the number. Yes. So if
You don't have a fancy button?
Huh? Oh, no, wait.
You have the fancy button?
I do. Hold on. I've got to find it, though. I think it's this one.
Call the show now at 415-889-8367.
There we go.
Sound effects.
I did it. Right now, Joe, we are talking about Antifa and how they use fascist techniques to take out anybody who does not agree with them politically, even though they claim to be anti-fascist. So, you know, that whole thing. Right? How come you don't do your nails? Well, Robert, 1, I'm not a basic bitch, so there's that. 2, I work in healthcare and we're not allowed to. 3, I bite my nails way too much to spend that kind of money to get my nails done every goddamn week. So how about you go take your money and go get your own nails done since you seem to be a basic bitch and worry about things like my fucking nails.
My nails are done.
They would be. All right. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this? Hello.
Hello.
Is this Batman?
Right? Batman, is this you?
This is Jigsaw. I want to play a game.
You don't sound like Jigsaw. I'm calling bullshit. Bye. Bye.
Okay, goddammit, you got me.
Who is this?
This is Eric.
Oh, hello, Eric.
Hello, you're Minx, right?
Yes, that is me.
Okay. All right, just making sure I get your name right. I don't want to call a woman by the wrong name because God knows I've lived that nightmare before.
Fuck it. I'll call you by your wrong name.
All right, sounds good.
What's up, dude?
Well, you're on this whole Antifa thing, right?
Yes. I've tried to call them before. They don't answer the phone.
Yeah, they're little bitches like that.
I agree.
Hey, come join the organization and cause terror in the name of communism so you can be free. The fuck?
Right.
No, but I mean, if you look at a lot of what they're doing, it's very similar to what the Bolsheviks did 100 years ago in Russia with their violent takeover of the government to impose their own form of, bullshit communism.
Yeah.
But if you break down their tactics, it's communism and fascism are pretty much, opposite sides of the same coin. It's still, very authoritarian government.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not good for anyone except for those in power.
Right? I mean, there is no such thing as true communism because somebody always has to be in charge. And in true communism, that isn't a thing,
Yeah, I mean, if in order for a truly communist society to exist, everyone has to be equal. Mm-hmm. But yet, when it comes to changing laws, when it comes to doing whatever, there has to be one person in order to organize the vote, get the information out there. Okay, this is the agenda, this is the ballot, this is what we're voting on. So that makes that person the de facto leader. Now, if they, have a revolving head, like one day it's Mark, next day it's Alex, next day it's Jamal, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be that one person who is the de facto head. And what if that person doesn't want to give it up? Then you got problems.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes, that was Lord Acton that said that.
Wait, who's Lord Acton?
Lord Acton, he was... I'm not entirely certain. I believe he was a British philosopher, but that quote is actually... it gets often misattributed to Machiavelli.
Oh, okay. Hold on really quick. Bladen, you dumb fucking idiot with the stupid name. Please call in so you can tell me in person why I have no idea what I'm talking about, because I would love to talk to you. Please call in, Bladen, with your stupid fucking name. Okay, sorry. Continue, Eric.
He probably supports that fucking West Point communist douche.
I wonder if he's that.
He's a Che worshiper.
Talk about Native American rights. What about them? What rights do they not have?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking over the Constitution and I don't see one thing, since, we gave everyone, all the same rights. It's the 14th Amendment that says Native Americans don't have these rights. Black people don't have these rights. Women don't have these rights.
Right.
Equal protection under the law. What's so hard to understand about that? Equal protection under the law. It's in the 14th Amendment, guys. Look it up.
Right. I don't know. But, somehow people are still oppressed.
Oppression!
Right? So leftism is a form of, quote, true believer utopianism. Please read Eric Hoffer's The True Believer. It well describes the mentality of communists, Nazis, and Mid-East terrorist types. I just got that message.
Who is this from?
That's from the big boss, ICE.
Oh.
Right? The boss is listening, fuckers.
That's good.
Oh, I missed a call. I'm so sorry. Call back, I think.
Bring, banana phone.
Right? Ugh. Fuckers. But yeah. Thanks for calling in, Eric.
It cracks me up, though, about these Antifa guys. Is there are a lot of them believe in this whole anarcho-communism, which is a contradiction of itself. It blows my mind.
What caught me off guard the other day, it was a Ben Shapiro video, and there was some guy in the audience calling himself a libertarian socialist.
What?
Oh, I saw that. Yes, said he was a libertarian social. I'm a libertarian socialist. It's the same as being like a anarcho-communist.
I was going to say there is no such thing as that. Like, those are two completely different spectrums. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hey, Minx, it's Doc. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Doc. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. There was some questions there a few minutes ago when we were talking about the piece of shit that shot Kate Steinle.
Yes.
And that verdict. And then there was some comments about the wall and then illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
And, it seemed to be that someone didn't really agree with that. They were talking about feeding the hungry and stuff, but we have to have respect for the rule of law. And this individual, most of us in here are veterans or active duty, and
yes,
some of those people are. And I asked those people, what about integrity? That was those things that the military taught us: do the right thing when no one's looking. And you're going to justify someone crossing the border illegally? There was some people in the chat that was disagreeing with that. I mean, they broke the law to get here.
Yeah.
You have to respect the rule of law. Our opinions don't make that. Our representatives do. And if you don't like that, then you vote them out. But I mean, that is the one thing that makes all Americans the same color. We have to obey the law. Otherwise, we get punished.
Mm-hmm.
Justice is blind. She's holding us, a set of scales. Justice is blind. They're breaking the law to get here. It's not about, giving someone food or something. They broke the law, and, they need to suffer the consequences just like anyone else would.
They do. No, I completely agree. And I agree to an extent that justice is blind. However, the way society has been going here recently, justice is not blind. Justice is peeking under her blindfold and looking to see which ways the scales are tipping and then adjusting things to get the verdict that she wants. So I don't believe and I don't think that justice is truly blind anymore, which is...
No, it's the identity politics that's been going on. That's what it is. It's identity politics. And that's the reason why this guy had his whole thing dropped. I almost guarantee you that's why.
No, definitely. I completely agree. I believe that is exactly why this verdict took 6 days, because it took X amount of people in the jury to convince the remainders that no, he's not guilty, because if we vote him guilty, then you're racist. So we can't appear racist, so therefore he's automatically innocent and should be acquitted of all charges.
Xenophobe. You're a xenophobe. You're racist.
Right?
I almost guarantee you that was what was going on in that jury deliberation.
Oh, exactly. No, that's exactly what was going on. Obviously...
Mind if I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, was this about that shooting in San Francisco? Guy was illegal alien, been deported, multiple felon.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we.
I I've been on night shift this past week, and I haven't been able to keep up with anything.
He was yesterday. He was acquitted of all murder charges, so first and second degree murder, to include involuntary murder. He was also acquitted of, what was it? Hold on, I've got it right here.
There's assault with a semi-automatic weapon.
Yeah, assault with a semi-automatic weapon. He was found not guilty of.
What's he going to face? What about possession of a firearm by the convicted felon?
He was.
He's going to face some.
He was
2 years maximum.
Yeah, that's a 2-year sentence, and he was found guilty of possessing a firearm when he was a felon. However, I think what they're doing is they're waiving that sentence and giving him to immigration control so they can deport him for a 6th time.
Well, it didn't work the first 5 times.
I agree.
What's number 6 gonna do?
That's my question too. It's like, obviously deporting this dude isn't working because he keeps finding his way back, and he keeps finding his way back to the same city. Like, he's already been deported from this same city multiple times. Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
This is
He'll
going to
build
be
a raft and come right back.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be one of those stickler points. You know, Bill O'Reilly brought a lot of attention to Kate Steinle and had her father on there, you know, and now that piece of shit's been acquitted of all those charges. And like Meek said, including manslaughter, he's been acquitted of all of that shit. But this getting ready to be an election year, you watch the gun politics that comes into the 2018 midterm elections.
Mm-hmm.
And those of you that may be like me and big gun guys, watch the price of ammunitions, AR-15s, and everything else skyrocket. It's been laying low right now because the House, the Senate, and the White House are controlled by the GOP. But this becoming an election year, it only takes, you know, a shooting like this or some verdict like this in the gun market, and Democrats go crazy. Why can't they get a grip on these sanctuary cities? I mean, it blows my mind how, you know, the federal government can't shut off their funding because they want to sue the federal government, you know, when they're not cooperating with the federal government, and turn them over ICE after they've done their sentence there in the state.
No, they pulled the Constitution. They pulled the Constitution, man. When it's a benefit for them, that's what they did. They did. I think it was the 5th and 10th Amendment that they pulled when Trump was like, "I'm cutting these fundings from you," and they were like, "Oh, the Constitution can't do that." But any other time, the Constitution don't matter.
Right. I really don't see how the 10th Amendment would apply here. That's, if I recall correctly,
the states' rights.
Whatever power is not given to the people is given to the states. Well, that's the ability to control immigration is in the hands of the federal government. So that trumps the 10th Amendment.
Well, I know. I mean, that's their arguing point with it, though.
I'm just saying it's a bad argument on their part.
Right.
They are.
So hold on. I need to
bullshit
address a comment in the comment section. So, Rob, the number of immigrants actually are looking for a better life. The ones that actually take advantage of the system and commit crimes are smaller than you think, but one bad link in the chain makes the entire chain bad, which is not the case. Rob, if they came here illegally, it means they broke the law. They've already broken the law. It doesn't matter if they continue to break the law once they get here. They've already fucking done it. It doesn't matter. If you want to come, if you want to come to this country, come here legally. There is a system in place for those who want to immigrate to our country. Does it take a long time? Yes. Is it a long, arduous process? Yes. Could it be streamlined? Yes. However, just because it's a long, tedious, arduous process does not give someone the right to come here illegally and be like, fuck your immigration laws, I'm gonna do what I want. It doesn't matter. As soon as you cross that border without the proper papers, you have committed a crime. You are already a criminal. I don't care if you want to come here to get a better life. You've already disrespected our laws, so why should I care if you get deported?
You know, my prime example when people bring this argument up is go look up New Zealand's immigration laws. They're an English-speaking nation, but go look it up. You almost guarantee you will not qualify to be a citizen there. They have actual laws.
Right.
I did that process. I married a German. I was stationed in Friedberg, and she was from Frankfurt. And I married a German and brought her to the States. And the visa process was, like Meek said, it was hard. It was arduous. And had I not been active duty military, a lot of the financial requirements wouldn't have been met, you know, but I did the visa process for her, and so she could become a citizen, and it was the right thing to do. You know, if you're here illegally, you broke the law to get here, and law is what makes us all equal. Is the rule of law, and it's the respect for law is respect for our country. And if you're breaking our laws, then you're shitting on us.
Right. And Rob, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, like Rob, okay, yes, back when the first founding fathers got to this country, was it considered illegal immigration? Technically, yeah. However, those laws weren't in place. So your argument is null and void. Like, oh, we were all immigrants at some point, and people came here illegally at some point. Those immigration laws, the immigration laws that we have in place, were not in place back in the 1600s when people first came here from Europe. Your argument is null and void. Take it somewhere else.
You know, that's like using the, argument for gun control. Well, you know, they didn't have AR-15s and Glock 9s, you know, back then when they wrote it. Well, we also didn't have Facebook and Twitter and telephones. I mean, what the hell?
The internet was not thought of at that point. So when you're sitting there doing your social justice thing over the internet, talking about guns, just think. I mean, the First Amendment only guarantees an old printing press.
Yeah, you know, and that paper was made with hemp back then, and they wrote with, you know, bird feathers.
Right.
I mean, granted, I could use a little bit, you know, less internet in my life, but I'm not about to go back to writing on parchment with quills.
Right, and an inkwell.
Document.
It's such a lost art.
That's why we had stuff.
I mean, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I'm just not going to get into it because I want to get away from Facebook or whatever.
Right. Friggin' Rob then goes on to say, some of them are trying to escape frantically. He yelled that at me. To avoid deathly situations and get their family away from situations and trials and tribulations, ooh, good word, that their country doesn't offer. A lot of them are running from laws that hold them accountable for having more than one daughter, etc., etc. What? What fucking country gets on anyone for having more than one daughter? Please tell me.
I think he's getting in on China's one child.
I need to know. No. China has fucking reversed that law. China has recently, due to the amount of people, like, because of Chinese culture and how children take care of their parents when they get older, China has realized that, you know, there's a lot of older people who don't fucking have kids because their kids have fucking died or whatever. So China has recently switched the policy to where now they're allowing people to have more than one child. So that fucking law no longer applies to the Chinese. Try again, Rob.
I hear autistic screaming coming on right now.
Right? Bladen, I keep fucking telling you to call in. You pussy ass bitch, Bladen. Call the fucking show so you and I can go head to head about why nobody fucking cares about what we're talking about. Because obviously people care, which is why I have so many viewers right now, which is why I have so many comments going on right now. So please call the station. Do it.
I'd rather have a conversation about why his name is Bladen in the first place.
Right?
I mean, what's sort of stoned out?
I told you he's
aged out hipster. Fucking named their kid Bladen.
I told you he's a product of anal seepage. That's the only.
Hey, I just had a brilliant idea, right? Like we're always on this flat Earth thing. So if flat Earth is like not real, like everyone, whatever common people know, anal seepage couldn't happen.
Right. I mean, or, nighttime. If the Earth was
Gravity.
flat, we could not have a nighttime.
Well, we could have it'd be like an Alaska nighttime in the summer, it's
I
like
mean-
there'd always be light on the horizon.
I guess.
That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of weird. That's why I will not move to Alaska. Beautiful country, but I mean, something about the sun not going down for 5-6 months out of the year, that just kind of freaks me out.
Right. But I don't know. Everyone's like, what's the number? We've posted the number like 20 times already tonight. But if you guys need the goddamn button.
I think
Hit the magic button.
was it
Hit the magic button.
All right, hold on. I got to hit the
was it
button.
415?
Call the show now at 415-889-8367.
What?
I synced it. Fucking Justin. James Cannon.
guaranteed
And
we'll
spelled
what's going on.
frantically incorrectly. Thank you, James Cannon. Thank you. Fucking these autistic motherfuckers in here.
Nothing wrong with autism.
No, there's not. Not at all. But still.
Did you do you keep track of like HBO shows by chance, Minx?
Me? Like which ones?
Every now and then they do this like the big night of the stars or too many stars or something like that, and they do a big charity for a big event every year.
No.
Well, they do it like every year. It's like, I guess the night of too many stars this year was for autism.
Oh. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
Right? Ryan, we talk about everything. It's Friday and I've had a bad day. So fucking whatever. We'll talk about fucking whatever. I don't care right now. Jacob, stop making fun of my flat earth. If the earth was flat, the cats would have knocked everything off of it by now. Let's be honest.
Cats and
That
children.
is true.
But yeah.
It's notorious for that shit.
Right? Eric, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for having me. And just remember,
course.
the only thing flat earthers have to fear is fear itself.
Oh, wow. That's good. Ooh, that made me giggle a little bit sad.
Right? That was good. That was fucking good. Oh my goodness.
It's entertainment 101 right there. Boom. This is great. Love it.
Robert Ross. She has a very long comb over. I do. Donald Trump ain't got nothing on me.
Wow. You want to see a comb over? Look at me without a hat on.
Oh my god, I know, right? I have hair. I don't know what to tell you. I have long hair, and it works better when it's, parted on the side. But it's cool. I'll have a comb over. It's whatever. Joshua's day drinking in Korea. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Joe, enjoy that beer run. Oh my goodness. So I know that our green room guys are probably going to talk about this on Sunday. But did you see that in Hawaii, medical marijuana people need to turn in their firearms?
Oh, yeah. Well, it is a federal law stating that if you use marijuana, you can't possess a firearm.
Right? So, allegedly, according to Honolulu Police Department, which has been sending out letters to legal users of medicinal marijuana, they must forfeit all of their weapons, as reported by multiple news organizations. So the first legal medical marijuana dispensary opened in Hawaii in August, and according to the Associated Press, even though medicinal pot was first legalized in 2000, there are currently 29 states that have some form of legalized marijuana, but the drug is still illegal, like you said, under federal law, which trumps any laws by the state. There are no exceptions in federal law for marijuana used or for medicinal or recreational purposes. So, thanks, Robert. You can come hang out and drink with me any day. I'm a lot of fun, if I do say so myself. Aw, thanks, Rob. But yeah. The PD said they won't.
Fun.
Jason just said that they won't force it. What do you mean by they won't force it? Like force the turnover? Right? I don't understand what you mean by that. Waiting on you, Jason. Waiting on you. But yeah. So what are your thoughts about this, Pookie?
What's that?
What are your thoughts about this whole firearm turn-in? Doesn't that technically go against the Second Amendment?
Totally violates the Second Amendment, but
right? In technicality. Is that the right phrase? I don't fucking care. This completely violates the Second Amendment.
I mean, well, a law stating that if you use marijuana, you can't have a firearm, technically, in my opinion, violates the Second Amendment. But, I mean, I read it black and white. Some people read it and their own way of doing it.
Yeah. Freaking. Sorry, my dog came over here and wants attention. Oh, thank you, Bubbas. I spoiled him today. Oh my God. Okay. So I took him to the groomer, right? And we got his nails trimmed down. And then, so while that was happening, I went and played with the kitties because my dog likes to eat cats. So I can't own one.
That's a good thing.
Right. My
So
dog.
how far are your dog right now?
My dog likes to eat pussy. Not like human pussy. Like, let's just clarify that right now before anyone gets any sort of like twisted ideas. My dog does not eat human pussy. He eats like cats. He goes after the cats.
Okay, you backpedal good because I was about to get into there.
Oh my God. No, I'm not into bestiality at all. So let's just clear that out of everybody's heads right now. This is not where this story is going at all. Sick fuckers. Oh my God. But yeah, no, I got him a bone tonight, and it was like this fucking beef knee thing. It had like 5 bones in one, and he was going ape shit earlier.
I used to get my hound with the beef hip. He'd be rolling around with his big bone in his mouth. It's like 4 times the size of him, but he'd be tearing it up. It's funny. It was funny.
Right. So Greg says Hawaii has made legal gun ownership so difficult to obtain anyway. That's the first problem. And then Justin says, I like to eat cats too.
that was going to happen.
Oh my God. All right. It's break time. It's break time. It is. So we're going to be back here. All right. Pookie, A, B, or C?
B.
Ooh, B. All right. All right, you guys, we'll be back here in 3 minutes and 47 seconds. So, yeah, we'll see you here shortly. It's a quick break, and then we'll be right back into the fold. See you guys in just a little bit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Are you talking about that cat?
She's like all up on my leg.
Everybody, welcome back to part 2 of Friday Night Freedom. I'm Minx, and I have Pookie on the line. Pookie has recently been adopted by a female cat, and he hates cats, so it's rather hilarious.
Yeah, it's a bad.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where it came from, and it's here, and it's trying to get my house, and I don't know what I want to do with it.
I'm telling you, this cat has adopted you, so just take her in. Like,
yeah, I can't do that because my lease says I'm not allowed animals.
I mean, but if she's an outdoor cat, is she really like a pet?
I guess you're right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
loopholes.
I'm just scared that she's cold. That's the only thing that's freaking me out right now.
Well, exactly. So bring her in. Nobody will have to know. Just go get, a fucking litter box for her, and you'll be good to go. Good to go.
I just wish I could just magically make a litter box appear in the middle of the country at 9 o'clock at night.
Walmart or something,
We don't have those around here. You gotta drive 30 miles to the closest Walmart.
Are you serious? That's how far out in the boonies you are?
Yes.
Good God, man.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Don't judge me.
Oh my God.
I mean, we're still living in the 80s over here. Some people are finally getting dial-up.
Are they still using floppy disks?
I mean, most people don't have computers in their house. So.
Oh, wow. Where the... Good Lord, are you in the backwoods of I don't know, fucking Louisiana, West Virginia?
It's Virginia.
Dude, I don't know. What area in the United States does not have internet?
Apparently this area, because I don't know, they had I think it was $10 million allocated for this county for internet expansion, and it just disappeared. Which, you know how that happens.
No, where the fuck did it go?
No one knows.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, seriously, what the actual fuck? How do you just misplace $10 million?
Well, it's government for you. Virginia's corrupt as hell. I will say that. Virginia is probably one of the most corrupt governments because not only do they tax you on everything, they get you on right now they're trying to tax us on streaming media. That's 5% a month or something like that.
For to stream Netflix and Hulu and Pandora?
Anything that's streaming like this right now would be taxed somehow.
Are you kidding me?
That's what they're trying to do. They can't get internet out here, dude. So it's not really that big of a deal for the people who can't get internet, but
that's ridiculous. That's fucking piracy and theft.
Yeah, well, taxation is theft, so
right, yeah. Oh my God.
Please don't get me going.
Do it. Get going. Go.
All right, this whole tax thing that's been going on, and it's a tax break, and everyone's freaking out about it, right? It's going to screw everyone up. And I think what was it? I think it was Coke or Pepsi CEO just said, trying to take a jab at Trump, I wouldn't invest in the jobs, I reinvested into the stock and blah blah. And I guess the CEO is kind of the whole idea of a CEO is to invest back into your company and invest into stock and to make your company better.
Yeah.
So I was so what you said, CEO, was instead of blowing my tax refund on stupid shit like TVs and stuff like that, I should just invest my money.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Justin just said, let's throw the streaming media in the harbor.
Just fucking do it. There we go.
Oh my God.
It would be, what would that be coined as? It would be the Virginia, I don't know what the hell you would call it, the Virginia Stream Party.
Right, you can't call it you can't call it a tea party. Justin, how do you throw that shit into the fucking harbor? How do you do that?
It's like taxing a non-tangible thing. I can't physically touch it. I can't really physically use it, but you're gonna tax me for it, all right?
Right? It's a non-tangible item that you're taxing me on. Are you kidding me right now?
This is why I think we need to go back to like a barter system.
I swear. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a tax I don't know if it still exists, but I lived in Pennsylvania for a while, and there's this tax. Once you hit 18 years old, it's a $50 head tax. You have to pay $50 just because you turned 18 and you're alive.
What state is that?
That's Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's still a thing. It's called a head tax is what it is. You are alive. You are here. You are paying taxes.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, there's some dumb taxes out there. We can talk about taxes all night long. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I've told you before, I barely passed economics in high school. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand economics at all. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm fucking dumb when it comes to it. It's not something I'm interested in.
No,
so
not to talk bad about you, but that's like probably about 90% of Americans. Most people don't really understand how the tax system works.
You know,
you go to what H&R Block and you get your tax refund at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 90% of Americans. I mean, it's the truth.
What do I do? I use TurboTax.
Turbo, yeah, well, yeah. You use a tax system, and you get this paycheck magically at the end of the year, and
it goes right into my account. Okay, it's like, do you want your statement? I mean, I guess. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Apparently, I'm supposed to save it for at least 7 years, and then what do I do with it? Do I like light a fire with it and be like, do I frame it? Like, be like, this is when I paid taxes back in 2000. You're like, how does this work? Oh yeah, someone called me 40 earlier, which is honestly, that is the oldest I've ever been labeled as. Normally,
I get called 40 all the time, and I'm 30. I like being older. You know, like for a dude, being older is better, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I normally, so whoever fucking said like, oh, she looks like she's 40. Okay, like I normally get about like 23, 24. So you congratulations, you are the first person to ever be like, she's older than what she is, because it's not the case. I get carded every goddamn time I go to the bar, and I'm like, I'm 31. But okay, like it's frustrating.
Dirty 30s.
Hell yeah, I'm in the Dirty 30 club. Woo! Right? Although I will say that I did not follow the Army read where I got married in my 20s so I could be divorced and happy in my 30s. I got married when I was 30, but I'm already getting divorced, so.
Oh, see, whatever. I did what you said. I didn't do what you just said.
Right? Right. Exactly, Eric. Congress doesn't even get how taxes work.
I mean, it's the truth.
Right.
It's like that whole. I mean, I think they're still deliberating right now over this tax reform, and everyone, like, I see one side like, don't do it, you know, and they're all the eat the rich group, like the rich are bad, blah blah blah, and then you see like people kind of understand how the economics works behind it, and you're like, that will work, you know, let's do this. Right. It's gonna save people money. Let's save, you know, I mean, who wants to pay taxes? Name one person that wants to pay taxes.
I don't think anybody. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hey, Mix, it's Jason.
Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I posted the link on the chat there, but basically what I was trying to say to you earlier was that the Honolulu police chief, he didn't approve that letter that was sent out that required anyone with medical marijuana cards to surrender their weapons. Mm-hmm. So it kind of went out, and they said it's kind of common practice to go out, with someone from the records division signing the memos and things like that. So we're getting all worked up, and as of right now, they're not going to go chasing after anybody that has weapons, that has medical marijuana cards.
Okay, so you said was a sheriff is like pretty much just going to follow with the Constitution, but like, I ain't touching these things. That's your right to do it.
Yeah, as of right now, I mean, they go into state that, you know, obviously federal law doesn't recognize medical marijuana. You know, if you're caught with prescription pot, you can be forced to surrender your weapons. But just because you have a card doesn't mean you necessarily have the weed. So they can't, you know, so they're at least the Honolulu police chief is starting to recognize that they're treading a fine line there. So, you know, and where they screwed up in Hawaii, I live in Florida, and all of those of us that have our medical marijuana cards, they're all done through, you know, through physicians' offices. And the way it's set up in the state, we're all protected by HIPAA. So actually, unless you do something wrong, there's no way for the law enforcement community to access those records.
Okay.
So that's kind of, you know, so anyway, so that's what we do in Florida. So it just is, you know, if you go to a doctor and you get checked out for having a cold, no one can share that data and no one can share that information. However, in Honolulu, in Hawaii, they didn't do that. So they kind of screwed up there. But, you know, so right now, everybody that has their card isn't going to have to turn in their weapon as of right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, sure, if you have a situation where you use that weapon, I'm sure they're going to blood test you or piss test you or something like that. And if it's in your system, then you're probably done for. But you know, like I said, but in the article that I posted, it's just basically saying that, hey, you know, and it's the police chief. Her name was Susan Ballard, Honolulu police chief, and she's the one I think that recognizes that they're stepping on the Second Amendment rights a little bit. So maybe there's hope.
No, they're definitely stepping on your Second Amendment rights by doing that.
Well, you know, the thing that blows my mind is that you could be a blatant alcoholic drunk and have guns all goddamn day long.
I mean, yeah.
Because, you know, like, when's the last time a pothead shot a group up and, you know, a drunk person starts blatantly just shooting everyone, you know?
Right.
And think about it, those that are on certain psychiatric medications. I mean, they you know, sometimes those medicines have adverse effects on certain people, and they can go out as well and have their permits to carry and purchase weapons. So all I have to say is when you go to buy a weapon, you do have to answer on there whether you're using, you know, any illegal narcotics or anything like that. So before one would go out to make that, to get your cards in your states, I'd make your weapon purchases first. Because if you're actually using medical marijuana and you check that box off that you're not, you know, you've basically committed a felony, I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, thanks for calling, Jason.
All right. Sorry, I couldn't articulate that on chat. So.
No. By all means, I love it when people call in. So this is great because it gives you a chance to really fully articulate what you were trying to say.
All right. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Take care, brother.
Aw, thanks, Sith Lord. Sorry, I'm just now looking over at Mixer.
See, now he brought up a very valid point, and I've never really thought about it.
Which
and
is
it's like the super really liberal states that are like the first ones to be like, "Yay, recreational marijuana," but then they could use that marijuana clause to take your guns away.
Mm-hmm.
So, could that be like what they're attempting to do? I don't know. I mean, it sounds weird, but we're turning in the green room now.
But it makes sense, though. It completely makes sense. Because what is the left if not anti-Second Amendment?
Yeah.
And Hawaii has always been a very liberal state. So,
You know, Hawaii is the most diverse state in the country.
like, racially?
Like racially, yeah, like it's the most diverse. Like culturally, everything. It's the most diverse state we have.
I did not know that.
I saw it on like a TED Ed a while back. I don't know.
Right? One of those random things where you're like, oh, this is now a thing I know.
Yes, that's why I think I know so much useless shit is because I pay attention to useless shit. I don't know.
But is it useless if you learn things from it?
No. Every time you learn something, that's a good thing, right?
I think so. Anyways, do you follow college football? I know we're going in a completely different path, but that's okay.
See, I don't agree with the whole college football thing. I have this
Why?
weird belief behind it because they went real big a while back. Like what was his name? Was taking he was taking incentives from the college, and I think college players should get paid because the college makes so much money off of it. There should be some sort of incentive. But no, football over the last year at least, I've not followed at all because of the whole Kaepernick like herpes floating around and shit.
Okay, yes, no, I agree. Fuck the NFL. I'm talking about college football.
It's like I said, I'm not big on it because of certain things that I don't agree with it. I mean, I boycott things all the time.
Well, anyways, for those of you who don't know, Jimbo Fisher from Florida State University has left FSU to come to Texas A&M. Whoop, go Aggies.
My Aggie, she's hardcore about the Aggies.
Hell yeah. So Jimbo Fisher has stunned college football world by departing FSU, as reported by Tallahassee.com. He's leaving a place where he's won a national title during his 8 seasons to become the head coach at A&M. He'll be joining the SEC West, where he'll have to compete with Alabama, Auburn, and LSU to reach the college football playoffs. I didn't. Hold on.
I should hate when it happens.
Right? God damn it. Stupid. Wait. Everybody just wait.
At least you can have more than 2 windows open at one time.
So apparently the full details have yet to be disclosed. However, there are rumors that a 10-year deal has been made, which A&M has paid Jimbo Fisher a handsome sum. So Fisher's move, brings back memories of a similar hire 35 years ago, when Texas A&M boosters had enough of finishing behind top programs like Texas, and Arkansas, and made a bold move. Back in January of 1982, it had been 14 years since the Aggies had won the last conference and appeared in the Cotton Bowl. And that had been the only appearance in 40 years. Good God, they were terrible. Like, let's be honest. Texas A&M, are we the best at football? No, we're not. We're not. Especially once November hits. Once November hits, we apparently forget how to play football. That's what happens. So, I know it may be hard to picture now, but at the time, Texas A&M went out and hired Jackie Sherrill away from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was a national power, every bit as much as Florida State has been recently. So Cheryl had replaced Johnny Majors, who left his alma mater, Tennessee, after winning the 76 title and had continued the Pitt's program dominance. And then 3 years before he bolted for A&M, Cheryl's team went 33-3 and had 3 top 10 finishes. They were coming off of a Sugar Bowl win over Georgia and Herschel Walker. And his quarterback was a junior named Dan Marino. Where have we heard that name before? So this is a pretty big deal. I'm super excited because I love my Aggies.
My sister would say the same thing.
I love my Aggies. And the fuck, Donnie? The fuck you mean nothing good has come from Texas A&M? Do you remember the number 1 draft pick of this last year, Garrett Miles? Hello, A&M. I know he went to the fucking Browns. I get that. But the Browns automatically get the number 1 pick. It doesn't matter, like, they're the fucking Browns. Like, let's be honest. I just told you where he is, Donnie. Listen. Pay attention. God damn. I know there's a little bit of a delay. I understand that.
40 seconds.
Exactly, Spencer. Aw, where did the trolls go? Right? Nobody's commenting about my fat arms or how I have a sweet fucking comb over right now.
The trolls got bored. They moved on to something else.
Good. Because, yeah. But yeah, that fucking happened. And then I just saw, so, you know, I grew up, you know, California, born and raised. So my favorite, cause you take that hook 'em horns and shove it up your ass. I love you. Best stepdad ever. But fuck Texas. I say that, but I will, if I'm given tickets to the, you know, to UT games, I'll go. I'll even wear their fucking colors because that's how much school spirit I have for a school I don't like. So imagine how much school spirit I have for a team and a school that I do like, right? But yeah, no. Fuck Texas. I'm glad
Did you just say fuck Texas?
Yeah, like UT. Like the Longhorns.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, everyone's all like, oh, hook 'em horns, right? And they do their whole, like, thing, right? And then I'm over here like, oh, saw 'em off.
Just think about how my sister, she's a graduate of A&M, and I was like getting out of the Army. I was like, I'm thinking about going to UT. She was like, ah.
Right? Oh no, Evan, don't call me a fucking traitor. All right, hold on. Donnie says stop for 2 seconds. He wants to give a shout out. All right. We'll wait for you, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie's mom.
Has it been 2 seconds?
Oh, my bad.
All right, that's more than 2 seconds. Fuck your shout out. Anyway, so born and raised California, right? So I grew up going to In-N-Out Burger, and I fucking love it. And I love that the town that I live in right now has one in Texas, and I'm so excited. In-N-Out apparently is going to Colorado now. So few fast food joints have as devoted a fan base as In-N-Out Burger. This is true. This is completely true.
That's a lot.
How is that a fucking lie? Excuse me.
Talk to anyone that's from like a native-born East Texan, and they will say Whataburger is way better.
No. You take that dirty thing and you get it out of your mouth.
Okay.
No. No, I don't like. I don't like Whataburger. I don't. I fucking said it. I don't like Whataburger. I live in Texas. I don't like fucking Whataburger. You go in there and you fucking look at the menu.
That's a Cali coming on you.
Their menu has too many goddamn options. Like, you get in there.
What's wrong with that?
No, but it is because, like, with me, I have a very hard time making decisions. Shocker, I know, I'm a woman. I can't make up my mind. That being said, like, you get in there and Whataburger's menu, one, is huge, right? It's huge. But then on top of that, there's so many different combinations for the already erroneous, like this huge, enormous size menu. And then you add in all these different fucking, like, what's the right word? Like, multiples as far as, like, what you can order, like, as far as the bread, the cheese, like, all this different fucking sauce. You're like, God, this is too much. I can't do it. And then you go to In-N-Out, and it's 3 things. It's 3 things on the menu. That's it. 3 things.
Oh, you like Five Guys then? Up here,
I do.
We have Five Guys. You like that?
I do. I love Five Guys. I love In-N-Out Burger better, though. Because Five Guys is expensive, and I'm poor. You're right, Doc. I am not a Texan. Am I a Texan born and raised? No, the fuck I'm not. I'm Californian born and raised. I have a California Republic flag in my room that I fly. Well, yeah, it's fucking tacked down on my wall, but
like
fucking semantics. I am not a Texan. I've adopted Texas because I align more with Texas views than I do with California. Californians are fucking insane. I said it. However, I am a loyal In-N-Out fan.
She meant Whataburger.
No. Like, but seriously, like, I get to Whataburger and I'm just like, I don't even fucking know where to look on the menu because there's so many goddamn options. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know what to focus on. And I literally, I have a hard time even just reading anything off of the menu because there's so much on there where I'm just like, I have to look everywhere. And they're like, what do you want? I'm like, dude, I don't even fucking know. I haven't really comprehended anything on your menu. Which is why I love In-N-Out Burger and how they have 3 fucking choices. And then there's the secret menu, which every true fan of In-N-Out knows.
Animal style.
Animal style is one of them. Then there's protein style. You can get the fries well done. Like, there's a lot of shit on there. You can get your fries animal style. Friggin' WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this? Hello.
Myself.
Hello? All right. Well, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Fuck you, Evan. All right, so those of you, like, obviously you guys don't know who Evan is. Evan is one of my really good friends. And he and I, we're actually about to be roommates. So, fuck you, Evan. Say that to my face, you motherfucker. See you on Sunday. I love Evan. He's a good guy. Ladies, if you're single, hit him up. He's like one of the good guys.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Oh my God, I'm fucking dumb.
You done screwed him because he said he was a good guy.
He is.
It automatically disqualifies him.
Sorry. Evan is a fucking player, and he's gonna play you for, he's a total bad boy who's gonna use you for everything you've got and then leave you desecrated on the side of the road. Is that what people really want to hear?
You just gave him brownie points right there.
How the fuck? WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this?
How dare you say In-N-Out is better than Whataburger?
Hi, Evan.
There you go, my man.
That is blasphemy.
Well, yeah, no, you're a true Texan. I'm not, so...
I've had In-N-Out twice, and I've thrown up after it both times.
See, I'm not a native Texan. I lived in Texas, and I know, my palate is, there, and...
Hey, this is the good guy, Evan.
Wait, who is this?
This is the good guy, Evan.
No, this is not Evan.
How you doing?
Who the fuck are you?
How you doing?
Oh, bye. Who the fuck was that?
That hurt me a little bit.
Right? God.
Is there another Evan? What?
No, I don't think so. That's all right. Whoever that was won't be able to call back anytime soon. Sorry. Not sorry. Don't fuck with me on my show. Fuckers.
And you're traded for wearing orange. And going to a UT game.
Oh my god. Okay, I was given the tickets for free. One.
No excuse.
One. Okay, so one, there was that. Two, technically it was a gray shirt. So.
What team did it say on it?
It had maroon on it. Didn't
No, it didn't.
I seen it. I saw the shirt she was wearing.
It had that burnt orange. It had that god awful burnt orange on it, and it had the fucking Longhorn symbol. I was wearing maroon underneath it. I was. My bra and panties, which were matching that day, so I felt like I could take on the goddamn world, were maroon, and so were my socks. So...
Pictures or it didn't happen?
I was about to go there. Did you strip down and run around in your maroon panties?
No,
bra?
not at the game, dude. I'm a classy broad. Okay, I'm not gonna strip down in front of everybody. I'll wait to do that in private.
You'll go all the way naked,
right? Yeah, I'm a classy bitch.
She doesn't stop just halfway. She goes full nude. All natural, I think it's called.
Oh, that's what it is. I got you.
Hi, Evan. I'm so glad
Hello.
you're listening.
I like this guy.
Yeah, no, Evan's awesome. I'm so glad. I can't wait for him to move in.
But Whataburger is better because we have a wider range.
No.
Not just to some vegan dumb shits that don't know what the fuck a burger is and cover it in Thousand Island dressing and call it a secret sauce.
There's one, it's called spread. Not sauce.
You call it whatever you want to. It's a Thousand Island dressing.
It's spread.
Meanwhile, we have barbecue sauce, honey butter. That in and of itself beats In-N-Out.
What, honey butter?
The honey butter chicken biscuit.
What? I don't even know what that means.
Oh my god. I'm hungry.
You started this argument when you brought in In-N-Out.
Yeah, I love In-N-Out.
I hope the one in the town burns.
I don't understand why you have to say hateful things. Rude. See, thank you, Spencer. Whataburger is not better.
Spencer, where are you from?
Hey, Evan, don't you fight with my listeners, okay? That's my job.
I'm not fighting with him. I'm just asking a question.
Guarantee you he'll say, I'm from California or Nevada, one of the two.
Right. Hold on.
Not Texas.
You know what I always put it is like Whataburger is like the best burger you can get in Texas, right?
Right.
And then
hold on.
Jack in the Box is the McDonald's.
Hold on. Stefan Rowell, please send our radio page a message with all the details, and we will see what we can do. All right. Sorry. Continue.
Was there free food involved with that?
Maybe. You don't know.
Wait, is it from the guy that works at In-N-Out or at Whataburger? Because either way, it's free food.
Who, Stefan?
I guess. I don't know. If
Steph-
there's free food involved.
No, there's no free food with that. Stefan was talking about someone in soldier battling cancer.
Ew.
Oh, dicks.
Why does it make me feel bad?
Okay.
Right? Oh, no. Eric Brokaw. No. White Castle is disgusting.
Lies.
White Castle is not the food of the gods. I've had White Castle. I threw up after I ate it.
You also
What?
lost your reason to talk after you said In-N-Out was better than Whataburger.
Exactly. And I'm like White Castle is legit, but you can't find it anywhere except like way north, and it sucks because way north sucks.
All right. Evan, I'm going to go, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.
Well, beloved dub dub.
Huh?
No, I said well beloved dub dub.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
I'm Pickle Rick.
I'm Pickle Rick.
You actually did that pretty good.
Oh, thank you. WTF Nation Radio, you're live on the air. Who is this?
Well, it's not Eric Brickhaw, I'll tell you that much.
Oh. Hello, Eric.
Brokaw.
Well, I don't know. Whatever. I can't read.
Brokaw. Like Tom Brokaw. One of the most famous names in the fucking country, and you mispronounce it? Come on. What's wrong with you?
Is it a famous name in the country? Because I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of Tom Brokaw?
Who is that?
Oh, wow.
Obviously, by your deafening silence, it's a name I should know, but I don't. Aww.
This sounds like
Wait, hold on.
Moment.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Anal Seepage came back. Anal Seepage says that he hates me. Everyone hates you, Anal Seepage. Nobody likes Anal Seepage. Sorry. Eric, I'm so sorry about that. Continue.
Yes. White Castle is the food of the gods. No. I've had In-N-Out. I've had Whataburger, and they both suck compared to those beautiful little sliders that you get from White Castle.
They're disgusting. They are nothing but bread. If I wanted bread, that's what I would order.
Okay, what's your opinion about crystals?
Crystals are blasphemy. Crystal Burger sucks.
They're the same thing.
Bullshit.
They are crystals.
One's a southern company, one's a northern company. So there we go. That's
they're
the end of
the
it.
same exact
not only that
thing.
No, Crystal Burger is a direct ripoff of White Castle, but they got the meat wrong. And on top of that, they put mustard on their burgers where White Castles don't require any condiment toppings whatsoever because they're that fucking good.
Exactly.
I only get the first ones around here, so.
No.
I was born in Florida. I've lived in South Georgia. I've had Crystal Burger. It blows.
Yes, no, exactly.
Nothing
it's disgusting.
beats White Castle.
White Castle is the same thing as Crystals.
You
I
have no
said
palate, honey. I cannot talk to you.
Savage.
Saying that Crystal Burger is the same thing as a White Castle.
They're the same thing.
This is a truly what the fuck moment right here. Oh my god.
No, they really are. They are literally the same thing.
No, there's a difference in the meat content. White Castle is about 30% beef liver, 70% hamburger, whereas Crystals is 100% low-grade beef. White Castles are steamed on top of a bed of onions, whereas Crystal Burgers are just thrown right on the fucking flat top.
Onions are disgusting.
It is not the same thing.
But I mean.
It's disgusting.
Exactly, Philip. White Castle tastes like microwavable reheated burgers.
You guys are fucking retards. That's all there is to it.
I'm just gonna say one thing though: is if you think they taste like a microwavable reheated burgers, it's because you've only had the microwave version of those burgers. So there you go.
Right. I love how hold on, I'm so sorry. I love how Bladen keeps talking shit in the comments, but he's too much of a pussy to call in. I love it.
I'll tell you what, hey Bladen, I'm gonna hang up right now so I can free up a line for you to call in, because I want to hear Minx roast you. You know, fucking talk that shit to her, and I want to hear her fucking roast you on the phone. I want to see what you got, bro. So I'm hanging up. Thank you for the conversation. I'm out.
Bye, Eric. Right, and now we wait.
What's Fladen saying now?
What did he say? I don't know. I've already fucking forgotten. Something about keep judging. Right now I'm judging that my balls are bigger than yours. So, and I don't have any.
That's a big competition right there. Let's do a competition of like my balls are bigger than you. Like Pookie's balls are way bigger than Blade's balls because I know this. I've got like grapefruits.
You should get that looked at. You might have elephantitis of your scrotum.
No. It's all natural.
That's like, let's be honest. Like scrotums are not the most attractive things to look at all. So if they're that fucking big, Pookie, you need to get that shit looked at. Have they always been the size of a grapefruit? Good God.
I just got big balls. I'm sorry. I've like heard that so many times from women. You've got the biggest balls I've ever seen. Holy shit. All right, whatever. I mean, okay.
Oh my God. Hold on. Bladen. Where'd you go? Bladen. Oh, he said that I'm the Joker. I don't understand what you mean, dude. Call in. See the numbers pinned. It's right there. You can call in. I don't bite hard unless you're into that thing. In which case, sure, I'll take a chunk out of you. Wink. But yeah. Spanky. My balls are so big they're stuck on my chest. Hell yeah, that's where mine are. Although
you get them.
They're not as big as Spanky's. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Who is this?
Bladen. No, just playing it, Spencer.
Oh, God damn it.
Damn.
I got so excited.
He's not going to call.
Hold on. WTF Nation Radio, who is this?
This is Dave Cocorico Scanio. I just have to add, Mears Burgers at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. That's where it's at.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Never heard of them.
Right? Never heard of her.
All right. So Pookie, did Minx tell you that story that I was going to tell you yesterday?
About what?
Right? About what?
So you were on the air yesterday, and it was talking about that blood and the tampons.
Oh.
Ah, damn. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's do this.
Go on.
I had a battle buddy, and he went to bed. He and his wife were having sex, and she paused it and said, "Whoa, stop!" And then they commenced. They went to sleep afterwards. He woke up in the middle of the night, reached over, grabbed his glass of water, took a drink, felt something fuzzy on his lip. Turned the light on. She had put the tampon in his water, and he drank the tampon water.
The mixed reaction. Awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, I would have died at that point, but I mean, that's still pretty fucking brutal. Brutal, man.
Oh my God. Like, that's.
Did you throw up a little bit?
No.
I'm the guy that gets by blood, and this dude just said this dude drank some tampon water. I mean,
right? And not just like, clean tampon water, but like dirty tampon water.
Dirty. It was dirty.
It's just
bloody tampon water.
It's pussy juice and blood, right?
He got his Red Wings because he was thirsty.
Right.
I got my Red Wings on accident.
Oh, go on. I need to know this story now, Pookie.
I just I went down like a submariner, and I came back and a little sicker. So
gross. All right, guys, I'll let you go and go back to watching, but I just had to share that story with you.
Oh my God, Pookie, I love your laugh.
But it's too much. I love you all, but you all killing me tonight.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's okay. Like, I know I said yesterday I do have like, a small kind of, and I do have like a blood fetish, right? So, and everyone knows, like, I swing on both, like, I play for both teams, right? So, do I have my blood wings? Yes, I do.
By accident, but whatever.
No, mine were not by accident. I knew it was happening.
Oh. My mother is like a hardcore, like lesbian, and she says, like, if you put the tampon in there, right, and you just go to town, you don't have to worry about it.
I mean, it's true. If you put a fresh one in there, then you just don't have to worry. It's true.
I don't know, but whatever.
It's fucking true, though. I mean,
well, from two sources. I've got it from two sources now. All right, and I'm gonna put that in my book.
Right? For all the guys out there who think that Shark Week is gonna stop anything, obviously you're not committed enough. Just fucking shove a new tampon up there, and then go to town.
I thought I put the brakes on this.
No, I had no idea your mom was a hardcore lesbian.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Interesting. So how did you come about then?
Confused Christian ideologies.
Oh, those will get you every time. They'll get you every time. Philip, pussy juice and blood filtered for flavor. Oh my god.
Dude, I just had a great business idea. I'm gonna put a pin in that, and I'll go back to it later, and I'll talk to y'all about it.
But I want to know. But I understand we have listeners. So.
I don't need stuff stolen from me, so This just gave me a great idea.
All right then. Bushmasters for life. All right, bye, Joe. Apparently he's leaving now. Bye, Joe. Oh my goodness.
Too much talk of the Red River.
Right. Did I get in under Clinton's don't ask, don't tell? No, I joined the Army in 2004, so Bush. So technically, was don't ask, don't tell still a thing? Yes, technically it was. However, they never asked me if I was anything other than straight. Apparently, they just assumed that since I'm female, I simply go for the dick.
Which I back then it was acceptable, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that.
Right. But yeah, no.
The double standards.
Right. Do I simply go for the dick? No, I do not. I'm an equal opportunist lover.
Switch hitter.
What? I am a switch hitter. Hell
switch
yeah,
hitter.
I am.
You can swing the left side and the right side.
Hell yeah. Best of both worlds, bitches. I don't have to settle for one team.
See, it don't work like that for me. I only get down with the one side.
You only get down with the innies.
Oh my god, no.
Pookie, your fucking laugh kills me.
Lulu.
Oh my goodness. Spencer, in and out, red or not.
Animal style.
Hell yeah, get in there. Nom 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 nom. Oh my god, Evan. Just because
don't focus on the button. Don't focus on the pleasure button.
Evan said just because one ride is down doesn't mean the whole park is closed.
Well, there you go. I guess so.
I mean, it's true, right? There's 2 other holes you can utilize. Just because one's bleeding doesn't mean the other 2 are.
Yeah. If you're all about getting shit on your stick, but that's good.
Eric, she was a 69 Lima.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, close. I was a 68 Delta.
Whatever happened
Almost.
to 69 hotels?
Yeah, hell yeah, Pip. If you don't end up looking like the Joker coming up, then you're doing it wrong. Spanky says I'm a greedy bitch.
How do we wind back up here? I thought I put the brakes down and we were back at it.
These comments are hilarious. Y'all are turning me into a basic white bitch right now, and like I can't fucking even. I don't like being this.
You need a pumpkin spice. You need a pumpkin spice in your hand right now.
Right? I need a pumpkin spice, frappa lappa, whatever. I don't fucking know. That's why she likes In and Out.
No.
Oh my god. It's break time again.
I love the nation.
Right? Y'all are fucking awesome tonight. Thank you so much for cheering me up. All right. Pookie, what letter did you pick last time? B?
I'll go with A this time.
A. All right. So we shall be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
4:20.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on. 4 minutes and 26 seconds.
Oh, that's a lie.
So we shall be. Hell yeah, Heath. Period only stops a sentence. Woo! Hell yeah.
It also stops a week.
We'll see you guys in literally just over 4 minutes, like 4 minutes and 10 seconds. See you here soon. Okay? We'll be right back. Eric, moved on from bestiality to cannibalism.
I don't know. I think I had a broken rib like a year ago, and I think I really broke it laughing so hard.
This feeling that love conquers everything else until you reach the point in there was a failure to communicate, so sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. My only demon, my only regret is that I left you with scars, so that you'll never forget. Sick of forgiving my mistakes and my faults. Shattered your glass heart to millions when I ripped it apart. There's nothing left. Love is gone. So there was a failure to communicate, so sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. There was a failure to communicate, so sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
All right, everybody, here we are back for part 3 of Friday Night Freedom. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. And, I don't know, being part of this fuckery that has been ensuing all night. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I don't even.
Right? Pookie and I have become basic bitches, and we can't even.
Like, they gotta throw a hashtag before that. Hashtag I don't even.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my goodness. I love that the pinned comment right now is calling Bladen out. Bladen, where'd you go? We're still waiting. God, it's like Tuesday all over again. That fucking Tuesday I had a troll in the comment section as well. And not even in the comment section. I had a troll message the page and pretty much go off about how, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Kind of along the same lines as this blatant anal seepage dude, right? Well, we kept telling this guy, yeah, we kept telling him, like, hey, call in, call in, talk to Minx, But if you've got an issue with what she's saying, challenge her, If I need to be checked, by all means, call in and fucking check me. I welcome it. Do it. But fucking cowards and shit. So, yeah. This is great. This is 2 out of 3 times that I'm having fucking trolls heckle me. This is amazing.
If I was a betting man, I would vote for you because you're 2 out of 3 times.
Right. And hell yeah, thanks for tuning in, Philip. This is awesome. Goodness. Goodness. I'm trying to figure out.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you ever heard of a Yule goat?
A Yule goat?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's Thor's goat.
Okay, because I thought I was the only weird person that like there should be a goat on the tree. I don't know where I learned that from, but so in Scandinavia, right? So that's where the Yule tradition really comes from. It's not Christian. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, sorry, still funny.
Like, let's be honest. Most Christmas traditions, i.e., the Christmas tree, the presents, the Yule, the Yule log,
the ham.
There's a couple other things. Anyways, those are pagan traditions coming from Scandinavia. Also, the Vikings. And so Santa Claus back in, ancient Viking times in Scandinavia, Santa was technically Odin, who would come around and visit the houses distributing gifts, right? Well, and then where we get the 8 reindeer that Santa's sleigh is driven by comes from the 8-legged goat that Thor has. Exactly, Branko. Fucking Viking. So a lot of the traditions that come with modern day Christianity are actually from pagan origins. Which, if you think about it, makes sense because if you read the Bible and you were to study star alignment and everything when it mentions, Jesus's birth, you'll realize he was born sometime in late spring, early summer. Not in the winter. However, when Christianity was becoming like a big thing, during that time, Rome, and like the Romans were really starting to conform to Christianity and to adapt to it and to like really push it into like a mainstream religion. A lot of the people that the Romans were governing were pagans, right? And the winter solstice, which is coming up on December 22nd, which is, Yule, or again, the winter solstice. So the Romans at the time, they didn't want to completely get away with all of these different festivals. So they turned the Yule celebration, the winter solstice celebration, into the celebration of Jesus's birthday, right? So ergo, we get Christmas. Same thing with Beltane or Easter, which is why
Oster.
Yeah. That one's kind of iffy because depending.
Oh, it was stolen from a bunch of people. I understand it, but
yeah, I was gonna say it really depends on which pagan community you talk to, on if that's a real thing or not. So basically, Beltane, which is in the pagan community, which I'm part of, it is a festival of fire, and it is a fertility ceremony, and it is it's welcoming the summer and like longer days, and it's all about fucking fertility and literally fucking, right? Ergo, that's why we have eggs and rabbits. What are eggs and rabbits if not classical fertility symbols? Again, because they were trying to push Christianity on these pagans, they didn't want to completely get rid of these festivals, right? So what did they turn Beltane in? Easter. Which is why somehow the death and or resurrection of Christ somehow has something to do with eggs and bunnies.
And fertility.
So, there's that. So, I don't know.
It's
like
it's
cultural
so appropriation before cultural appropriation was a real thing.
Right. Right. Well, no, fuck all the people who are like, oh, that's cultural appropriation. If there was no such thing as cultural appropriation, there'd still be like a lot of people in the civilized world that would use rocks and sticks as tools. So,
yeah.
Cultural appropriation is technically a good thing because that's how societies evolve. That's how societies further themselves. Yeah.
I mean, you say societies, but we as a species.
Yeah, exactly.
That bad. Oh, you know how to make fire? We won't make fire because that's your fire.
Right? That's how you've survived. Cause I need more stuff in my background so we can auction it off.
You need that couch. That mythical couch is still floating around and still on sale right now.
It's still for sale. Y'all, that wasn't the couch. That was my bed. And y'all aren't taking my bed. I love my bed. Aw, thanks, Doc. Love you too. No, like I've always been, so like, I grew up, I grew up going to church, right? And this is the best part. This is like, honestly, my mother's reaction to me coming out as like bisexual doesn't even compare to her reaction when I told her that I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally into like paganism and like witchcraft and shit. She about lost her. Oh my God. Anyways, so like I grew up going to church, you know, I was like dedicated when I was an infant, and then, you know, when I was 18 I became baptized, whatever. But like I had always thought that, like, you know, just something didn't sit right with me the entire time I was in church. I did not like going to church. I was not comfortable praying in front of like everybody, like just the whole concept. Like, why do I need fucking rules with church when the whole concept of Christianity is he died for your sins and therefore you're forgiven? So why the fuck do I need to feel guilty about doing anything? So, yeah.
That's a legit note.
I have questions. A lot of questions. Doc, I bet when you were baptized, the water boiled. Maybe. No.
Me and one of my friends when we were younger, like in our like teens, like walked into a church during, like, it was a Catholic church, I think, during the middle of ceremony, and he threw the holy water on him, and he's like, ah! They're screaming.
Oh my God.
It's so wrong to do, but it was so funny.
Oh my God. That's right. But no. So, but no, so like, you know, like I don't know. I had questions. Like, if, you know, if I had, you know, like accepted, you know, Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, blah, 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 right? Then why do I need to feel guilty about doing things if all my sins are forgiven and the slate's wiped clean? Right? So it just always felt like such a guilt trip, you know? Especially Catholicism. Like Catholicism, what is Catholicism if not a giant guilt trip? Which is why they make you go to confession. Like, why should I have to confess anything if all my sins have been forgiven? No matter what.
It was society's first stop, Pornhub.
You know? Right? And then, you know, in like human nature, like we're fucking human. Like there is no such thing as, like, to me, like the idea is something being so divine that it can't do anything wrong. Like I have a problem understanding that. And like, you know, case in point, like if fucking diseases, like especially diseases affecting children who are literally the most innocent beings you can come across, because again, they're children. They haven't been corrupted by adult society, you know?
Original sin. Oh.
Right? You know, but then it's a sin now to be born. Like, the fuck is that? Like, you know, and then, so, like, you know, and then it goes into, so then I have questions like, well, what about, you know, stillbirths? What happens to them? Do they go automatically to hell? Like, you know, they weren't even fucking born. Like, you know, were they technically born? Technically. Were they born alive? No. But, you know, they were conceived from original sin. So, and like, that's fucked up. Like, what kind of religion would send a fucking infant to hell? Like, they didn't fucking do anything. Like, why would they send them there?
There you go.
I have questions. I have so many questions. But yeah, no, I fucking, when I told my mom that I was, you know, like, practicing witchcraft, she was like, you worship the Antichrist. I'm like, I don't believe that such a thing exists. So, no, I don't. And then it turned into like, you can't tell your grandparents, they'll die. I'm like, all right.
It's almost as bad as putting a straw goat on a Christmas tree sometimes. Yeah, but whatever.
You know, but yeah, no. So yeah, so back to the original subject. Yes, no, a goat is a thing when it comes to celebrating Yule. That is a legit thing because you're honoring Thor. And I forget his goat's name, but
It's like it starts with a G. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it, but whatever. Oh God.
Derek, I'm way too high to talk religion. How high are you, Derek? Inquiring minds want to know.
Can you like blink your eyes and see through things, because that's pretty high.
Right. Do you hear colors?
I actually experienced that once in my life, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Why? No. You brought it up. Now you have to talk about it. Out with it, Pookie.
Well, I mean, there was some certain natural substances involved, but I mean, one time I heard the color blue and it blew my like my head exploded. I was like, "Oh, I'm hearing blue."
Are we talking shrooms or like acid?
No, shrooms. I don't do the chemical
Okay.
thing.
You heard the color blue?
It is so hard. Like, that's why I said I don't want to get into this. It's so hard to describe the feeling, but yeah, I like literally heard the color blue.
I need to know.
And my ass is colorblind. So when you hear a color, you're like, holy fuck.
I need to do shrooms now. Like, that's one thing. Like, I do enjoy, Molly and X. Do I take it? No. Do I enjoy it? I have. Shrooms, I've always wanted to try.
See, that's where you're messing up. You're messing with the synthesized crap.
I know. But
the shrooms, natural. Always go natural. If it grows in the ground, mess with it. If it's made by man, leave it alone.
I mean,
that's the way I always.
Sex on ecstasy is always fun.
Yeah, but then it ruins sex for like 3 months afterwards.
It doesn't, though. Like, if you're not getting laid often, then it doesn't. But.
Oh.
Right? Awkward turtle. Wait, hold on. What is it? Like, awkward turtle.
And we'll get back to that.
Right? The minx is not sexually active right now. So. Meh.
You a card in the mail.
What? What?
I didn't mean it like that. Did you take offense to that? Because I didn't mean it like that. I'll send you a condolence card in the mail.
Oh my god, do it.
Get well soon. I mean, come on.
Dear Minx, I am so sorry you're not getting laid. My condolences.
Yeah, I'm a sorry son of a bitch, but I mean, at least once a week. Come on.
No. Mm-mm. Bob gets a lot of work out of him. Like battery operated buddy. Yeah.
Are we talking about me now?
No,
or are we
me.
doing this?
We're talking about me.
Oh.
The state of California plans to legalize shrooms. Ooh.
I was about to say that California is and that's a good thing. Whatever, like. I'm really big about the fact that like if you want to stick something in your body, go ahead and do it, because there's a bunch of people going around sticking things inside themselves and just reproducing for no reason.
fucking phrasing, dude. Oh my god. Right. Evan, shut up. You don't know. No, I did actually buy a shit ton of batteries here recently, like today.
Were they the double A or the D's?
Neither.
I'll see battery then.
No. Okay. I did buy AA batteries for my Xbox controller. Let's just get that out there right now.
Well,
However, my vibrator takes AAA batteries. So I also bought a lot of those.
You need to upgrade to the lithium ion.
Well, no, okay. I had one that plugged into the wall, so I didn't even have to worry about fucking batteries because again, it plugged into the wall. It broke though.
Yeah, because you burned it out.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I deal with like electrical engineering, so if you use a battery too many times, I mean.
No, again, it plugged into the wall. It plugged into the wall. I didn't have to worry about a fucking battery. But again, you're completely.
I'm gonna talk like honest with you.
No, you're completely right. Like I totally fucking burned that motor out because bitches need to get laid. God damn it.
No, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. All right, I'm sorry.
Bitches need to get laid, and I don't know what to tell you except bitches need to get off, and women masturbate. Okay, it fucking happens. Sometimes, if a guy doesn't perform well enough, we'll masturbate behind your back. It happens. Accept it.
Mm.
True story. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
No, you know, I've heard that story before, and I will agree with you on that.
Right. Does it have a pull rope or a Kickstarter? Do I have a favorite? My favorite was the one that plugged into the wall, but since the motor burned out, now I'm left with the one that takes AAA batteries. So I guess that's now my new favorite.
Yeah, AAA batteries are like 1.5 volts. So
no,
yes,
like,
it's
don't get me wrong. This little thing gets the job done. It's just after multiple rounds, I've got to change out the batteries because it dies and it takes longer to get the job done. So, do I use a vibrator during Shark Week? Do you really want the answer to that?
Can I put the answer out?
Yeah.
90% of women that have vibrators use it during Shark Week anyway. So
fuck yeah, we do. I mean, okay, fuck yeah, we do. Are you kidding? I get I'm normally like a very sexual, like horny person, like in general. I know how to control it though. Shark Week just kind of takes it up just a little bit because what is Shark Week if not extra blood flow down in the nether regions? What is the clitoris if not like a mini version of a dick in that it does have erectile tissue in it and it does have all those nerve endings, and if there's enough blood flow into it, it gets super fucking sensitive. So like sex on Shark Week and or like masturbation on Shark Week is a thing, and it can
hence the red wing.
And right? And it can lead to more intense orgasms, which let's face it, that's what everyone wants.
You're sexist.
Ginger, From Ginger for Days from Mixer Chat. You're not okay. Blink twice if he's making you say this.
Never will I ever make Minx say anything that she does not want to say.
Right? Exactly, Spanky. Orgasms help cramps. They do. Having sex, fucking masturbating during Shark Weeks helps cramping, and cramping is a bitch. Fucking, it's like I fucking told you yesterday, it's a battle of the goddamn bulge in my fucking uterus right now.
No, you made me think, like, I've known plenty of women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've had a specific woman that would show up at a specific time of the month. I'm starting to like wonder what's going on here.
Wait, Pookie. How many friends with benefits do you have?
At the current moment, not as many as I used to have.
You dirty whore.
Did you call me a whore?
Yes, I did. Are you getting paid?
No.
Oh, you're a cheap whore then.
I just like sling it out whenever I want to. Whatever.
Nothing's wrong with fucking sex. Whatever. I should teach high school science. No. Nobody wants me to do that.
I mean, a woman gets called a whore when she does it, so I guess I'm a whore,
right?
so whatever.
Hell yeah, you, my good sir, are a dirty fucking whore.
But guess what? I'm not offended by it.
Right? Fuck it, whatever. Like, there's nothing, like, for me, again, because I don't have this oppressive religion coming down on me. Like, I don't see anything wrong with enjoying sex. I don't see anything wrong with enjoying masturbation. I don't see anything wrong with being a sexual person. You know, society may call you a whore if you're a female, but that's only if you're a woman and you enjoy sex.
Oh, well, I get a high five when that happens, so, yeah.
Right? But, you know, fucking whatever. Like, humans are a sexual species. Let's be honest. We will find ways to have sex anywhere. Case in point, deployment spouses. Y'all know what I'm fucking talking about, because y'all know you've done it.
See, this is where I get into this whole, like no one really knows what polyamory is. I'm saying it wrong now.
Polyamorous?
Polyamorous.
I know what that is.
That's what humans are. We're polyamorous people. We should stop being jealous about shit and just like do your thing. You know, like whatever.
I think it's not a lifestyle that everyone is capable of, though, because jealousy is such almost like a core human trait that those who are able to not feel jealous when their partner is out with someone else, like that's a rare breed of person, you know? Oh, my nose.
That's a lie.
Is that a lie? Do you really think so?
No, I really think it, because it's like people like get attached, and that's where you need to like stop the attachment. Once you learn the attachment's not a thing, you know, like bam, there you go. You've got the perfect relationship. Don't matter.
So like eternal, just friends with benefits with a bunch of different people.
Yeah, but you can love whoever the hell you want to at that point. But I mean,
well,
whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
like the second you get jealous.
I mean, like, you know, just because you're friends with benefits doesn't mean you don't love the person. You know?
Makes sense. No, I mean, it makes complete sense, but that's just the way I feel, and I've always done my relationships like that. Like, all right,
are
whatever.
you poly?
like forever and a day up until like 5 years ago. I mean, I had like a brutal awakening one day. I was like, oh, this makes sense now.
Oh. I didn't know such thing. Rob says there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Brinket says jealousy is ended by sharing. Rob says if you're not jealous, you don't care. I don't fully agree with that.
A fucking lie.
I don't fully agree with that because what is jealousy if not possessiveness? And a person is not a possession.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. Everyone freaks out about slavery, but I mean, why would you want to possess someone?
Right.
I mean.
So, good night, Doc. But I don't know. It's just something to think about. Like, is a person a possession, and therefore, can you truly get jealous over it? Because that's showing possession. And like Pookie said,
I exactly. I mean, like I like the Viking way of doing things. You know, like okay, we're married, we're together. You know, there's certain laws that, but we could do whatever we want to if we agree to it.
Right.
I mean, consent is an awesome thing.
Right. Casey says there are a lot of people here who are in open marriages and totally fine. They are best friends, married for 10 years. They are just honest and open about who, what, hold on. Fucking all the, oh, God damn it. They're just open and honest about who, what, where, and when they will be home and what not they share. Casey, I really need punctuation. I love you so much, Casey. But
I know where she's coming with this. It's the whole 5 W's: the who, what, when, where, how.
Yeah.
If you just walk in, where are we at? Oh, so and so, blah blah blah. I did that, this, that. All right, cool.
Oh my
whatever.
God, fucking Jesse.
Well, I was out with my friend and you shut down, and it don't work like that.
Oh my God. So the couch auction has apparently restarted. Hello, you are live on the air at WTF Nation Radio. How may we help you? Who is this?
Hey, how you doing today? This is Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Always good. I just want to let you know that you look gorgeous, as always.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Even though we have a difference in opinion, sometimes, not all the time, most of the time, I'm right with you. I'm like, hell yeah, keep rocking. You know, I'm with you. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm with what she said.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Right? No, but, I think that, that's one of the best things about our country, though, and about our society is that you and I can have differences of opinions and we're still able to be civil towards each other,
Yeah, but, to be honest with you, I think that's all in the maturity of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
the difference in people and able to open your mind up to that perspective. A lot of people are ignorant to that. A lot of people are closed-minded. They only see, right and left limits, and they just see what they want to see. They got their own ideas made up, their own perspective, own morals, But people who are open to conversation, to be able to converse with somebody and have that respect, to one another's ideas, whether you agree or disagree, I think it's a beautiful thing. To be able to converse about it and talk about it and be cool about it,
Mm-hmm. And not have it escalate to, hostility.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. You and I can be friends any day.
The art of the art of conversation has been lost.
Mm.
And that's exactly what we were saying there right now, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Yeah. Who? So the dude who else is on the line? He's in the military. Yep.
Pookie?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. He and I are both veterans.
Okay. So you guys understand the word? You guys understand the word tact? Like, you know, when you're in the military, they say use tact, right?
No, that shit was beating my head.
Right? Yeah, no, mine too. I got in trouble a lot for not using tact and just telling it for how it is.
Well, you understand where that word comes from, right? It's tact. It's a Roman Greek, the anthropology. Well, not the anthropology. The oh my God, I wish I knew the phrase for it. But the history of the word is actually bent from Roman. It's not even Latin. It's a Roman word, which is tactile, which means to touch, which means to have some type of feeling. You know, so when you say use tact with somebody, you know, you want to be able to have that rapport and that mutual conversation, to be able to converse with somebody and listen and respond with the same respect and have an open mind at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No,
a
that
lot of
makes
people
sense,
in this
and,
nation.
No,
you
go
good?
ahead,
I'm
brother.
listening. My bad.
No, it makes sense because a lot of people don't understand what that word means, and like we could learn a lot from being tactful.
Agreed.
I mean, our society, though, has turned into one of, I'm listening only to respond. I'm not listening to understand where you're coming from.
Well, you got to look at what the mainstream is preaching. A lot of people get sucked into that mainstream stuff. And, you know, the news, Fox, CNN, all that stuff, their main goal is to get viewers.
Yeah.
So with something like North Korea versus us, or Russia having, you know, blah, 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 like it is what it is. I'm not going to get into that. But the news makes it seem bigger than what it is. And that's their job. You know, that's their job, is to create hysteria, you know. So the mainstream people, they get sucked into the news and they hear and they listen to that shit. And they're like, oh my God, the world is about to end. But, you know, you got to take into consideration, what's the flavor of the month? You know, what is going to be next month's, you know, issue? What is going to be the following month's issue? You know, the news gets you sucked into that. That's their job.
Yes, I fully agree. Oh my God. Like, and it's not even like, you know, a next month, but it's literally like a next week. And currently, you know, currently right now, like their flavor of the week is like, you know, sexual assault and sexual harassment, which I touched on yesterday.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And you notice it's like, you know, and I'm gonna say it like it is. It's the African American community. You know, it's the minorities that are getting targeted in the news. You know, the mainstream is targeting the separation between, you know,
so in your opinion,
Caucasians and African Americans and minorities. You know, they're targeting that because they're trying to promote separation.
I was actually just about to ask you, do you think that the mainstream media is purposely trying to divide us by race?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I
yes,
fully
I
agree. Because
I agree with you wholeheartedly, man.
Yeah. You know,
because the mainstream's purpose is to keep the majority, and keep the majority of the minority. You know, and they like to promote that. They don't show stuff on CNN like when the St. Louis riots was happening, when all the, you know, the police, you know, all they showed was police hurting African Americans, you know, versus whatever the statistics was, you know, with cops and arresting white people. But all they showed was African Americans and minorities and Mexicans and, you know, Hispanic heritage and so on and so forth. All they showed was minorities of the Americas, you know, because the majority is who?
White.
Born and raised Caucasian people. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, And that's the thing. That's a whole nother conversation. You know, me speaking as a predominantly white male, I can honestly say that I am conditioned growing up differently than a minority, you know, Hispanic, Muslim, African American, so on and so forth. You know, I'm not raised by my mom or my dad to, you know, be careful when the police pull you over. You know, we're not grown up like that. That's not what that's not what I'm conditioned to. You know, but
do you think
there's different conversations in the household with minorities that white people don't understand? You know, and they like to be ignorant to it.
I don't fully agree with that. Yeah,
well, I would love to hear your argument.
Kind of lost
No.
me at
Let me put my point out real quick, man. I grew up in like white trash, man. Like white trash. I hate that word, but I mean, we dealt with the same thing, but no one ever talks about it. You know, like you're white, so what? Big deal. But like white trash rolling through the neighborhood, like officer so-and-so sees you, boom, you're just like locked up the same way. I feel the same thing that people are saying. You know, like, oh, we're going to jail today. And so it works.
It doesn't.
I don't know. But if you were to switch up now let me tell you this. You said you grew up as trailer trash, but if you were to move into a suburb and switch your clothing line and get a clean shave and get a good haircut and apply for a job, you would probably be given a more opportunity than you would with an African American or minority, you know, so on and so forth.
All right,
I'm trailer trash too, bro. You don't gotta tell me. Like, I'm right around the corner. The only difference is
I got
Rob.
You know.
So, all right, let me talk to you really quick. So, as a white woman who grew up in the suburb of California, I grew up in the East Bay.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you consider as white?
I'm fucking. I mean, if you go by my DNA, which I've had 2 different companies test, a majority, I am Western European and Scandinavian. There is some sub-Saharan African mixed in there somewhere.
What kind of Scandinavian? Swedish? Norwegian?
Norway and Sweden.
Okay.
All right, so I'm fucking majority. I'm Irish, Scottish, Welsh, English, German, a little bit of French, some Norway, Swedish, and then there's sub-Saharan African and Mali. I don't know where the
that's
fuck
why you
that
look so good.
Right? I don't fucking know where that goddamn curveball came in from. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that I grew up in suburbia, California, in the East Bay.
What part of California?
The East Bay, Silicon Valley. That is where I was born and raised.
Okay.
I struggled through high school. I struggled through school. What do you mean
struggle?
What?
Like, what's your struggle?
Why did I struggle? Because I almost didn't graduate.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty much failing high school.
Or because of your choices?
Let me finish. I didn't drink in high school. I didn't do drugs in high school. I didn't have sex in high school. I was not.
Oh, what? Cool.
No. That was me. I was the prude drama choir student.
Yeah.
That was me.
No shit.
That was me.
Yeah.
But I struggled through school. School was hard for me. And so my stepdad told me I had 3 choices. My fucking junior year of high school, he said I have 3 choices because I was not smart enough or good enough to get into college. He said...
Based off your GPA.
Huh? Yeah, no, simply based off of my GPA.
Based off your GPA.
So he said I could go to community college, I could go to beauty school, or I could go to the military. I chose the military. So I went straight... I signed for the Army my junior year of high school. I was 17. You know, so I had to get fucking waivers, right? So it's not just the poor communities that struggle. Like there are those of us in middle and upper class who do struggle through life. And
trust me, I've been through plenty of struggles.
You know,
especially as a predominantly white male. Like I grew up, you know, broken house. You know, my dad, he passed away when I was 7. My brother, he passed away when I was 18, and my sister, she passed away when I was actually right before my brother. So I've lost my brother, my sister, and my dad. You know, and I grew up in a trailer park, just like Buddy was talking about. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I apologize.
It's Pookie.
But
well, Pookie, man.
I grew up with a broken home. I know what the struggle is.
You know, and
but I don't choose to be blind to the system that is in place.
I think
in
though
the United States of America.
I think though it comes down to a respect thing, because growing up I was always told to respect the law and respect those who enforce it, i.e. our police officers. Yeah. You know, to this day.
Did you learn? Did you learn that the law
let me finish. Rob, let me finish.
I'm sorry.
You know, even, you know, growing up, upper middle class, if I had a cop car following me, you know, in high school, I still fucking got like, oh my God, they're going to fucking stop me and arrest me, you know? And I'm a white girl from upper middle class suburbia, Silicon Valley, California.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Were you told to put both of your hands out of the window and drop your keys, and when you open the door, make sure that you say yes, sir, no, ma'am.
No, that's legit shit right there.
There's a different conditioning, you know, and to be able to accept that, you know, it's cool. It is what it is. You know, like your struggle and my struggle, especially as a predominantly white male, I could say my dad died, my sister died, my brother, all this, you know, I went through all this. But it is different when you are put in a minority situation, because guess what? I could put on a goddamn suit and tie right now, regardless of my situation, being from a trailer park home, being a predominantly white male, and go to a job, look clean as fuck, and get that before a Hispanic or a Latino American.
No, I see where you're coming at, man. That. I see what you're throwing down, man. I see what you're throwing down.
You know, that's all I'm trying to get at. Like, I respect your struggle, and I respect your perceptions. And like I said, I watch your show day in, day out. This is the only time that I've been able to actually talk on your show, and I really actually appreciate it.
Oh, of course.
I feel like a celeb. Right now, because majority of the time I'm like, hell yeah, I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you motherfucking. Like, I'm always trying to holler at you, like, damn, your hair look good tonight, you know? But I felt some type of way, and I just decided to voice my opinion, and I got the number, and now that I'm on the air, I'm like, God damn, I'm actually talking to you. I feel special.
Oh. There you go.
Well, I'm glad I could make your night. Definitely, you know, call in more often. You know, you're good to talk to. I do enjoy the fact that you and I have differences of opinions, and you know, we're gonna have to just respect the fact that you know, on some things you and I are just gonna have to agree to disagree on some things.
No, and exactly, it is what it is. I still think you're sexy as fuck. You know.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna take it away from you. You know, it's like a husband-wife relationship. You got disagreements, you know, but at the end of the night, we got to go to the same bed. You know.
Well, I mean, you don't ever go to bed angry, man. You don't ever go to bed angry, man.
Ever. You don't bring it to the bed.
I'm so red right now. Okay, Rob.
I don't mean to make you blush.
All right, Rob. Thank you so much for calling in.
You know what? This isn't going to be the first. It's not going to be the last.
All right. We'll
There you
talk
go.
to you
All
later.
right, you take care.
Bye.
All right then.
All right. WTF Nation Radio, you're live on the air. How can we help you? Who is this?
Well, holy shit. What the fuck did I just listen to?
I don't know. Who the fuck is this?
Well, as a predominantly gay millennial, my name is Bladen.
Stop.
Trying to get in here all night, but my boyfriends just wouldn't leave. They just left, and just for the record, yes, you were right calling me out earlier as anal seepage. I got some of that going on right now.
God, this is some
It's just rather
sobering
nice.
shit. Stop it.
Oh my God.
But no, I've been seeing in the chat room. I just popped back in. I've been seeing in the chat room that you got a couch that you're auctioning off. Is it a little black leather thing? Got
It's
some
a-
white stains on it, because that'd be awesome.
It does. It's a total classic casting couch. I use it. I use it.
need one to. I need one to complete my little studio apartment.
You're so
I
creepy.
got a Murphy bed, but I just need more.
Dude, do me a
All about
favor.
living.
So creepy.
Take your soy intake down a little bit.
Right? Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna go.
eat a steak, man.
Bye, Felicia. Oh my God.
It's too much for midnight.
Oh my goodness. Heath, I didn't snort, so ha, suck a dick. That was so close though.
I have a website of all the mixed snorts.
Oh no, you don't. Do you really?
I lied.
All right, good. I was like, no. Oh my God.
Should do that, though.
No. Jesse wants a couch auction. I don't have a couch. I don't know what to tell you, Jesse. I'm so sorry. I don't.
Jesse, we have a show tomorrow night, and
do.
we are selling. We've got a couch and a Honda Civic for sale tomorrow night, so you can go all about that.
Casey, Sasha Grey debuted on the couch, right? Oh, I know who that is. Mostly because she's my buddy's like favorite porn star. Apparently, she can deep throat like nobody's business. But I like okay, like I know sidetracked really quick. I know like the show's over and you know we're gonna be getting off the air here quickly. However, I do like Sasha Grey's the one chick like the gagging, like the sound that like these hookers make.
So sexy.
It's disgusting. I hate it when they're like I'm like, oh God, make it stop.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from with it, but coming from my perspective, it's different. You know, like that's sexy.
How is gagging sexy? Like how is that noise sexy? It's
You're
not.
trying to take all of my manhood at once. I'm done. I'm putting the brakes on this. You had some house cleaning things to Stop.
Oh my God. Okay. Your fucking laugh, dude. Oh my God, I'm crying.
I love you.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my god, the grapefruit challenge! Oh my god,
we cannot do.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Pookie, have you seen it?
I'm dead. Can I do the trash dove thing? Like,
Pookie. Have you? Oh my god. Have you seen that grapefruit blowjob video?
in the instructional video, and yes, I have, and I really like a grapefruit. I would love a grapefruit. But this is my opinion.
Do you want the noises? Do you want the noises that go with it?
I have not seen these voices.
Oh.
I said seeing these voices. That sounds so bad. I have not heard these voices.
Oh my god. Hold on. You, sir, are in for a treat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
You alright?
Oh my god. Right, yeah, my dog showed up like, Mom, are you okay? Okay, all right, so basically, while I look up this video on YouTube, oh my god, how have you not seen this video? All right, so
to see it. It's to see it. It's funny hearing you talking about it.
Hold on. Grapefruit technique. Oh my god.
Instructional video 101. Here you go. Pornhub. I've seen it.
Oh wait, hold on.
So you should have a grapefruit that has two sides missing, just like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put a hole in the middle of the grapefruit, approximately the size of your man's penis. Do not make it too big. Do not make it too tight. Just approximate. Then what you want to do is you're going to take the knife midway down and make sure it goes all the way through. All you want to do is make a nice hole in the middle of the grapefruit.
Oh my god.
Now if you take it and make it too big, that's okay, because you can always squeeze your hands like the muscles of your vagina. And if you make it too tight, all you have to do is take your finger and push the flesh back. It's just grapefruit. Now, when you grapefruit your man, he has to be blindfolded. There's no ands, ifs, buts about it. Why? If you came to the bedroom with a grapefruit, what is your man going to say? What are you going to do with that? Is it going to burn and all that other thing? So you don't want any of that. So this is what you do. Say, baby,
Bitch, I got a game for you.
Oh my god. Hold on, we gotta. Alright, hold on. Here we go. Fucking ridiculous.
Was that an air compressor?
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Sounds like an air compressor.
Hold on. Oh, they don't show it on that one. It's so bad. Like, she makes these obnoxious, like, noises, and you're like, good God. Like, if I was a dude and some shit came out my dick like that, I'd be like, God damn, no. God, she sounds like the I need to check inside your asshole. Oh my God. It's so bad. Anyways, so we do a show 6 nights a week. And days, I should say. Because the only night that we don't broadcast live is Wednesdays. Wednesdays, you can normally find us on Grand Theft Auto. Anyways, so tonight is Friday Night Freedom with myself, Minx, and Pookie. Tomorrow is Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy and Pookie. Sunday is the Green Room with Kaz, Jason, and Charlie. Monday is the Monday edition with Ice and Flash. Tuesdays at noon, we have, like noon Eastern, is the Jose's Taco Truck, and that is with KJ and Ghosty and sometimes Pookie, because Pookie apparently can't get enough of us. Tuesday nights.
I love y'all.
Tuesday nights, we have Tied Up Tuesday with myself, Minx, and my co-host, Gray Cloud. Wednesdays, like I said, we don't broadcast. Thursday afternoons, we have Jose's Taco Truck, again, with KJ, Ghosty, and Pookie. Thursday nights, we have Sergeant's Time, and that is with Ice, Mike Golf, and Doc Madness. We've got a lot of good guests coming up. And I love you, Spanky, but I can't read right now. So I don't know what to tell you. But we've got a lot of good guests coming up. So everybody, tune in tomorrow for Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy and Pookie. Y'all never know what the fuck is going to happen on that show. It's always a good time. They enjoy callers. So I do know
The more the merrier, actually. Like that's the going thing right now.
Yeah.
Call us. Call us.
Oh my goodness. So anyways, all right, you guys, we shall see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this Friday. Have a safe rest of your weekend, and we shall see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Yourself that everything's gonna be alright. Can you feel that there's a fire burning deep inside? Take the chance, get a better stance, and leave who you are behind. Who you are behind. Just follow your own light and find your place in the sun. Be who you are and don't get beat up for anyone. They can't take away the strength within you. Don't give up now, you've got to seize this moment. And what do you say when all the guilt has faded away? Will you give yourself a chance to say everything's gonna be okay? Can you see that there's not a thing that you can change? Forget the shame, start